next year can be even crazier. You know, Unicity is already renting out. They've already chartered a full cruise ship, but I want it to be where one cruise ship is not possible. We're gonna have to do some crazy thing that can handle at least, 5, 10,000 people. I'm already seeing 10,000 people in Orlando at a conference, hundreds of presidential members, people getting recognized, and all of you could be part of that. But I want to give you guys exactly what you need to do to get there. Now, one more thing I've shared on social media, which a lot of you guys may have not known, is a lot of people message me. I don't know if you know this, but you know why the logo is designed like this? So when the Unicity logo was designed like this, it was because when it was designed like this, it was all about you. So they used to say, you take wisdom from your upline. So you take the wisdom from your upline. This thing's backwards on the screen. You take the wisdom from your upline, you impart wisdom to your downline, you respect the cross line. The whole logo is embedded about you because Unicity is a company that's built by you and empowers you. And when I saw, when I said that, I forgot about that because they had released that logo in 2013. Before that, it was just a regular font. So with that being said, let's get into today's trading on how all of you can level up. So Orlando, we can create history. And the only way we're going to do something big in Orlando is if all of us step up and do our part to grow our businesses. And yesterday, I broke down a process in the training call. That recording will be up this week on how to go from scratch to presidential director. Now, I talked about the beginning steps. If you're a new partner, how to get that partner started. I'm not going to go into that again today. But if you watched yesterday's training call, I really want all of you who have been bringing new partners in your organization. So let's say last month you had 3,000 points. You should know where at least 80% of those 30 packs are. And if 80% of those 30 packs are still lying in your partner's homes, I'm telling you, that's a huge red flag. You can't skip the steps to success, guys. Step 1, you got to use the product. Step 2, you got to build a restaurant. Step 3, you got to build a franchise network. And so yesterday I had this meeting with this guy. He's like, I don't want to bring in partners. I don't want to bring in customers. I just want to bring in partners. I want to bring in 10 partners. I don't want to waste my time on customers. I get it why he's saying that. He's a network builder. Fair. But I went back and I said, what's the point of 10 empty restaurants? Because are those 10 partners going to be able to have 10 partners each, or are they going to have to learn the skill set and the mindset on how to get it? So why do we go baby steps and make sure that they are all running successful restaurants? Some of them will want to build a franchise network, but everybody should lead by example and have at least 10 restaurants. There is no reason everybody here should not be maintaining at least 10 Centurion points in customers, guys. The 10 Centurion points in customers is something we got to create in our culture. That's like, look, if you don't have 10 customers, you're doing something wrong. Would you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree with that? Type in 1 if you agree with that. Let's create a culture. Forget Centurion. Forget 100. Just 10. If you can build 10, great. And even legally, the FTC and all this stuff, nobody can ever come at you and say, you guys are just a pyramid. Because no, we have customers. We have a 10-to-1 customer to partner ratio. Nobody can shit on you for that. And if you have more, great. Ideally, you can get more, that's fine. But 10 should be sufficient for everybody. So now let's talk about how you can fill up your 10 Centurion points. And we want to create a culture where all of us can bring in one partner a month. Now, I just want to highlight, I don't know if he's on the call. I don't know if he can come on, but I introduced him yesterday slightly. Yesterday, this individual, Mo, brought in 3 partners just yesterday. And I think Mo, are you there? I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's on the call or not.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
You there?
I'm here, brother.
All right. I just want to call on you real quick. I'm putting you on the spot. I didn't tell you about this, but I just want. So, did you bring in? You brought in three yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you find those three partners? Because you shared with me. I want you to share with everyone else.
Uh, on social media, Instagram.
And one was from the mosque, right?
One was from the mosque. I got a couple of other calls tomorrow. All cold. Everything is cold. And the doctor that I signed up was Instagram.
Okay. So all three partners that he brought in yesterday are all cold market. You know, I want to explain something very, very quick. And I'm going to call on you, Mo. And if you have that, I don't know if you're able to play that video, that recording, but are you able, is that recording going to be able to work on Zoom? I don't know if it will. Or if you want, forward it to me. Forward me
D-
that record. I don't know if it will work.
It
Whatever,
was on
regardless.
my DM.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. Okay. So let me before I call on Mo for a sec. If you think, oh, I can't build this business because I don't have a big network, you need to break that thought right now. Guys, I wasn't born with a network. I literally had no network. My network when I started the business was my parents' friends, and I would literally call them and be like, "Hey, uncle, it's Rab." They're like, "Who?" I'm like, "Rab." They're like, "Who?" And then I'd say my dad's name and like, "Oh yeah, you. Okay, what's up?" That's literally who I started my business with. And I signed up three of my dad's friends. I called my parents' friends and I called my friends from university. Most of my friends from university just kind of shut me down, but I still brought in three, four friends and a couple high school friends that I hadn't even talked to during university because my university was a completely different town. So I lost contact with these high school friends. That's how I started. But guess what? I brought them in because everybody was interested, and it was a way for us to collaborate and reconnect rather than just do stupid stuff and go to the bar and talk nonsense and talk a bunch of crap. We brought gave us a purpose and a mission to work together. Now we didn't have a system, we didn't have a protocol, we didn't have what we had today. So a lot of them didn't stick around. Some of them still use the product, but I mean, it made us closer in that time frame, and it gave us a purpose. But I didn't have a network, guys, because that whole organization fell apart. That had to rebuild, fell apart. Then had to rebuild. And you might say, well, why does the organization fall apart? Because if it's not strong, guys, it's going to fall apart. And you can either quit or you can look at it as a see as how nature works. Go look outside. If the leaves are falling, guys, that doesn't mean the trees are dead. It just means it's just part of the process. And you're not strong enough, and you got to get strong enough. You got to create the environment where the leaves don't fall. If you're creating winter in your organization, your leaves are going to fall. What do I mean by winter? You're negative, you're doubtful, you don't believe in yourself, you're putting others down, you're shitting on other people, you're saying you don't believe in people's potential, you're creating a winter environment for them. The leaves are going to fall. You got to be the sunlight for your organization. You got to be the summer for them at all times. You got to be the hope so your trees can be strong. That analogy just came to my mind. I don't know if it made sense. So, why I went down that is because I didn't come from a network. And just like me, Mo didn't come from a network too. So, with that being said, if you're telling yourself, I don't have a network, break that stupid thinking right now. All right, I'm gonna give it to you. So, how did you find these three people, brother?
Well, there's more that I didn't show, but a lot of my like these days, I'm just going off Instagram, guys. I literally Instagram, social media. I go through comments. I go, if you guys know Six Buzz, it's a very big page in Toronto, and people are talking about recent things. I just talked about on Saturday's training because there's videos of this girl stealing the Porsche, and people are writing different comments. And I'm my it's my mindset, to be honest. Let's start with that because I'm all in. I'm all committed, Alma. So I go through these comments and I see people. And honestly, you just have to not give a damn about anything else but yourself. Just message. Just be yourself. The doctor that I messaged, I just somehow found her on Instagram and I sent her a voice note. I wish I could show you guys a voice note, but it was just Jim.
Say what you said, like
So I, I,
Christ it.
so I pretty much just said, I said, hey doc, I'm like, hey doctor, hey Dr. Daseeb, I randomly came across your page, and I noticed you're doing acupuncture and PRP, and I love what you're doing. I love your content. And on that note, I'm launching a business out here in Toronto, and also globally as well. And not sure if you're interested, but I have a few doctors on board as well, conscious doctors actually. And it may resonate with you or not, but I was wondering if there's a moment we can have a conversation and see how we can partner up and collaborate with. Let me know if you're open to chatting.
All right. And yeah, she connected, they chatted, she came to the office and she signed up. Now, here's the most important part. How long have you been sending DMs for? A month, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, and like
consistently.
Consistently, yeah, a month, and a lot of them you don't get a response. You just like
Okay. Well, so what percent? So if you out of your every 100 DMs, how many you say would respond? I know these numbers, but I want you. I'm sure we probably it was probably the same numbers, but I want everyone to hear from you because you're doing it right now.
Now out of 100, I would say maybe like 10.
Okay, and out of those 10 that respond, how many after you do they respond like, yeah, what do you want, or yeah, tell me more?
Yeah.
How many actually are you able to book a meeting from out of those 10 responses?
3,
Okay.
4,
And
yeah.
yeah. So now this week the two that you found from social media, are these your first 2 cold social media partners you've signed up?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say definitely
Okay.
cold for sure.
Oh, and you've been doing it you've been doing DMs every single day for a month consistently.
It's part of my DMOs, brother. I don't sleep. I do it like every night, every day, every morning, every second.
Look, guys, how many of you, this is what I wanted, man, and I just want to say congratulations. And is your pipeline now full with even others ready to drop into the funnel now? Like your pipeline is probably full because those DMs are now like people you probably DM 2 weeks ago are probably now responding.
Bro, like I'm not. I was want to show you. There's a list. Like I got a list of, and people that are actually interested in having conversation with, ready to like have a meeting. Like and on that note, guys, don't get intimidated by who it is. If it's a check mark or not, just message them. I have a doctor phone call actually today. He's in Atlanta. He's a surgeon. Or not surgeon. He's like some urologist or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's from Toronto, Rexdale, like originally born.
Look at that, guys. So, and how many days you been consistent on the method, nonstop?
Almost 4 months.
4 months, guys. All right, that's what I wanted. Thank you. So I'm gonna build on that. Thank you, Mo. Guys, there's no secret. You need your DMOs. What is your daily DMO? And some of you have done your DMO. You've come to the DMO training call. You're like, all right, I'm doing the DMOs. Probably did 2 days, 3 days. And look, maybe you haven't. Maybe you've been consistent. I'm just sharing what I used to do. When I was struggling, this is what I was doing. I would do the DMOs for 2 days. I would do my daily method operation for maybe 3 days, maybe a week. But I never gave it the 90 days of consistency. And ask yourself this. Have you been consistent with your DMOs? Forget 90 days. We've been doing these training calls for almost 90 days now. This is the last week. Have you been consistent with your DMOs for 30 days straight? Midge is a whole new person, by the way, guys. I've seen Midge's confidence just explode and what Midge has been doing. But 30 days straight. Don't look at the comp plan. Don't look at the mirror. Don't look at your upline. Don't look at your downline. Don't look at the company. Don't look at the economy. Don't look at the government. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, have I been consistent for 30 days with a DMO that I didn't even give you? You came up for yourself, because I'm not going to give it to you guys. You run your own businesses. I am not your boss. I don't like giving people a to-do list because you have, and everybody hates their manager. I mean, unless you have a good manager, whatever. But most people hate their managers. I don't want to be your manager. I'm going to tell you, you got to come up with your DMO and pick a DMO that you know you can win at. So if you're going to say, I'm going to do 50 messages today, and you know you can't because you got 2 jobs, you got kids, you got everything, and all you can spend is 1 hour in this business, and you know, you got to make a piece of content, you got to send 50 messages, guys, you got to be a little realistic with that as well. So pick a number. I want you guys to think about it right now, all right? October's coming. We are on September 24th. Forget even October. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days left in September. I want you to pick a number that you could be consistent for 7 days no matter what. And give yourself 7 days for your dream. Guys, I do these mental tricks where I do tasks that I know I can win at. Now, I'm not saying 1 DM because that is way too easy. I'm not going to let you cop out with, oh, I'm going to send 1 DM a day. Yay, I did my DMOs. No. Pick something that's somewhat challenging, but also achievable. So for example, I'll use running as an example. If you can run 1 kilometer, let's say it takes you 7 minutes to do a kilometer, you make it, okay, I'm going to do it in 6.5 minutes. Or it takes you 6 minutes, you say, I'm going to do it in 5.5 minutes. Something challenging, but you know it's achievable. You're not going to say, hey, I'm going to do a kilometer in 3 minutes when you're running them at 7 minutes right now. You're not even going to attempt it. So pick a number for your DMO that you know you can win. And guys, write this down. And once you write it down, type in done. And what I'm talking about right now is cold messages to people. I'm going to give you exactly what to do, what kind of messages to send. I'll give you that task. But just write that number down and pick a number you're going to win. It should be at least 10 or more. If it's not 10, you need to reevaluate why you're even doing this business. All right. Guys, only 4 or 5 people have wrote done. We got 150 people on the call. All right. We get people right done. Pick that number. You pick the number. You own it. It's yours. I'm not going to give it to you, but it should be at least 10. All right. Now, what I want you to do, where are you going to find these people? I'll tell you exactly how to find these people. All right. Perfect. Where are you going to find these people? Pick your niche. Who are you going to approach? So, for example, I have a text message right now from Alex. So Alex Lucic came to my mind. Alex Lucic is in the construction business. He drives Lamborghinis. He likes, you know, he has his Lamborghini brand. He's in the construction business. He's an entrepreneur. What I would do is I would hit up, if I was Alex, I would go on Instagram and I would type in pavement, Toronto, and start finding up accounts of guys that are in that space or whatever. Try to find reels or something along the lines. So let's see what comes up. Or forgetting payment, I'll just do construction Toronto, and start trying to connect with contractors. So obviously first pick your niche. You know, pick your niche that resonates with your story. So if you've been a medical doctor in the medical field, great. Hit up other ones because you have that. If you're a real estate agent, you can hit up. See, if I was a real estate agent, guys, I would be sending probably 50 DMs to real estate agents all over the biggest cities in North America. Miami, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, LA. And here's what my DM would be. Hey, what's going on, man? We're both in the real estate business. I'm here in Toronto. I built a very successful real estate business out here, but recently I've been launching a different a business in the digital franchising space that creates heavy cash flow without debt. We've created a lot of success here in the Toronto market, and I was looking at other agents I could collaborate with that could start to grow in other areas. I just wondering if you'd be interested in having a chat. Just be human. But you have your credibility because when you can say, hey, I'm in real estate, you're in real estate, boom, I'm willing to connect. You have an upper advantage. Now, I can hit up real estate agents too, but I would do that. And look, it's exactly what Mo said. Out of every 100 DMs, you're probably going to get 10 responses, maybe even 5. But what happens is 7 days of consistency, it starts to pay off. I see Nero on the call. I mean, there's so many guys in the car business, in the detailing business. And man, just I mean, Nero already Nero already has a lead gen machine. Nero's so good on social media. He's so good at lead gen already. But I mean, even just like connecting and reach out to people, guys, you can be on the toilet and just searching up. Okay, I'm gonna go find guys in my area. So Bikram, I see Bikram's been doing this, guys. Bikram has never sent cold DMs. He's now sending cold DMs. Bikram's building new legs in Calgary, in Edmonton. He's leading by example for his team as well. You got to do this. And so what I would do is if I was a real estate agent, I would connect with realtors in Miami and I'd say, hey, look, I built a very successful real estate business out here in Toronto, done really well. Recently launched a digital franchise business that allows people to create cash flow without debt. It's been very successful for us, been able to scale it up to whatever. Looking to scale it now in Miami and other markets. Was wondering if you're interested in having a chat to see if maybe we can collaborate or not. Now, maybe you're not in real estate. Maybe your career is like maybe a regular 9 to 5 admin. So then you got to go a different characteristic. Maybe it's location. So for example, I see Anne-Marie on my page, right? Anne-Marie used to be a chemical engineer. I doubt there's many chemical engineers that are on social media. Anne-Marie is a unique one. That's why Anne-Marie that's why Anne-Marie is who Anne-Marie is. But the benefit what Anne-Marie has is Anne-Marie lives in Huntsville, Alabama. And so if I were her, I would pick people in specific regions and I would go in that route. Like, hey, look, I've been an engineer in Huntsville area recently. I've been launching a new business out here that could help a lot of people in our community. I saw you're in real estate. I saw you're a trainer. I saw you're a doctor, whatever. I saw you're a Reiki healer. I was wondering if you're interested in collaborating. And I was wondering if you're interested in having a chat to maybe possibly we can collaborate. People like the word collaborate. Collaborate is, everyone's collaborating these days. It works all the time. That's one way. Another way I would find leads is, guys, I mean, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I was looking at Daniel G's freaking post. Like guys like this, Daniel G, Eric Worre, Grant Cardone, all, these guys that are all pushing the entrepreneurial sales training, all that. And what I would do, I was looking at this today, man. I was watching this post, and over there I saw 268 comments. And out of that 268 comments, I'm like, whoa, there's so many freaking leads here. So for example, Consistent Fitness. I click Consistent Fitness. It's a personal trainer, nutrition expert, has 11,000 followers. The guy's probably in network marketing since he's liking Daniel G's pyramid post. Just here's my DM. You guys ready? Hey, what's up, brother? Found you commenting on I don't know if I'm gonna say Daniel G's post. Commenting on a post and ended up checking out your page. I'm in the preventative healthcare space as well. Healthcare space and actually work with a lot of trainers. Are you located in the United States? Maybe there's a way we can collaborate. Not too sure, but just let me know. Hey, what's up, brother? I found you commenting on a post and ended up checking out your page. Guys, everyone's doing that. And you know what? In fact, he's gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, I do that all the time too. It's a natural behavior. And I'm in the preventive healthcare space and work with a lot of trainers. Are you located in the United States? Maybe there's a way we can collaborate. Not too sure. Just let me know. I'm not interested in small talk. I'm not interested in finding out about his family. I just want to get right to the point. Maybe there's a way we can collaborate. I'm not too sure. I send 100 of these a day. I know I'm going to get responses. My pipeline's full. Now, those of you that are already making content, I don't think you need to send 100 a day. Even if you do something like 5 to 10 a day, if you can even do 10 a day, it'll take you 15, 20 minutes of your day. You're good. Now, this is for the people that aren't getting leads. Now, I'm at the point where I'm consistently getting leads regularly. I mean, my inbox is constantly flooded. I keep getting leads because I'm good on the content side. Yesterday I was in the office, guys. I was with Sandeep, and she was making a video with the oranges. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let me make a video too. I'm going to make a video with you. And it got 58,000 views. This was her oranges. I used her oranges. And look at this, guys. 2.1 thousand shares in less than 24 hours. Average watch time, 34 seconds. And this literally took me 10 minutes to record on my phone. 10 minutes to record and edit. And every single one of you could do this kind of video if that's what you want to do on that kind of content. If that's not your type of content, like for example, Bikram, for example, he's not going to make diabetes videos. Fair, but there are powerful videos you can make like that where you're just talking about value as a reel that you'd be like, man, people want to share. For example, you want to make videos that go viral so you can start to get followers. Because here's how I'm getting more leads right now. Up here, my chicken video has been going nuts. You guys probably saw the chicken video. And up here are 51 people that have shared the chicken video on their stories. Now, what I'm doing with all of these people since the morning, so this guy shared my chicken video. I go to his profile. Oh, look, Susan shared it. Susan is a realtor in Orlando, Tampa, Miami. And I'm going to say, hey, thanks for sharing my video. I noticed you're a realtor in Orlando. I was just there last week. It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, whatever, last week, doesn't matter. Are you only in real estate or do you do something else as well? There, I just got another lead. And this was somebody that shared my video. And so guys, when you make content, you want to make videos that are shareable because others start to share it and you start to get leads from that. And don't just, oh, wow, so many people are sharing my video. Guys, that is so many leads. These are people that have taken your video and literally shared it on their post. And look, all morning, I woke up, there was 75 people that shared it. And since, look at the dots all morning, it's been like this. So you want to make videos that are generic and they go viral. So for example, when I made this video got 200 shares, but this video is only shared by Unicity people. I can't DM them. They're already in. When I make videos like this is videos that are shared by people that are not in Unicity. These are videos, like look at 2.1 thousand people have shared this video. And if you go to the chicken video, it's only been a day since I posted a chicken video. 9,000 people have shared the chicken video. And when I was editing it with my guy, at the end he had the product portion in it because this guy was talking at the end, your guys' product is amazing. This is why the product's so good because the chicken, the food industry screwed up. He's talking about soil. We took out the product portion. And because we took out the product portion, it went viral. But if the product portion was there at the end, it wouldn't have gone viral. because everyone loves to buy, but people hate to be sold. So for example, I'm going to use real estate as an example, right? I don't know if Bikram's still on the call, but I would go to a condo. You're in downtown today, brother. I'd go to a condo and I'll say, look, here's how I calculate if this was a good investment. I would go here, I would take the average rent, I'd pull up a mortgage calculator. Here was my mortgage at this rate. Here was my property maintenance. Here's how much this was cash flowing me. Now here's what happened. Is that now with this interest rate, here's what it is. People would the hook would be, this is the biggest mistake I've seen people make in buying real estate in 12 years. They rely on appreciation. They don't understand how to calculate cash flow. But everyone's going to share that video. Now people start sharing it, and now those are all DMs that you can message like, hey, bro, thanks for sharing my video. Where do you do real estate? Connect, leads are full. You guys could literally do this on the toilet. I don't know why I keep saying toilet. I do DM on the toilet. Maybe that's why. I try to be productive on there. So with that being said, guys, it's 12:30. Hopefully that was valuable. You guys got some value out of that. I mean, real quick, guys, if you got some value out of that training today, if that training was valuable, comment 1. If that training was valuable for you guys and it was helpful on how you can generate leads, on how you can fill up your pipeline, on how important it is to have a daily task to fill up your day. So I'm going to wrap up with this. Figure out your DMO. Figure out what your DMO is. And just for the next 7 days, do it. Move heaven or earth. Doesn't matter unless you are in the ICU and your hands and eyes are not working. There is no reason you should miss the next 7 days. Just do 7 days. And what's going to happen? Your confidence is going to build. And like, man, okay, I can do another 30 days. I can do another 30 days. I can do it and pick numbers that you can win at. So maybe it's not 100 DMs, maybe it's 10. Pick something that you can win. I want you to have 7 days of a win and give yourself a reward. On October 1st, you're going to go buy something, do something, whatever it is. Give yourself a reward for that 7-day win. Guys, and I'm sharing this week because these are the mind games I play with myself. My wins back in the day used to be, let's go out for pizza. My wins now are, all right, I'm going to go buy a Louis Vuitton shirt. I mean, it just changes, but it's the same thing. I play mind games with myself. That's how I constantly do it. I keep playing mind games to keep myself in the game because the business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Too many people can go hard for a week, a month, 90 days, 1 year, 2 years. How the hell do you go hard for 30 years? That's what I look at when I look at Stuart Hughes, man. 69 years old, the guy is still going hard. 30 years and he's still going hard. That's what inspires me. And you got to think like that. Mind games, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Your sprint is your self-development. With that being said, peace out. See you guys tomorrow, 12 o'clock.